What is up, my magic miscreants? Risen Dragon here with a fun deck for you today, and we're going back to Dimir, but with a bit of a twist this time. So I'll explain. Earlier this month, I think it was early January, January 4th, I think is when I uploaded a video. It was like a Dimir aggro deck with like elements of control. I called it Aggro Troll. It was kind of like a mid-rangey type build. And it got some flack. It got some negative comments, and that's all right. But there was a deck that I saw MTG, Ace MTG, playing against, and it involved the descend mechanic, like dumping cards into the graveyard. Not mill, but kind of like dumping cards into the graveyard to make your creatures bigger. And I thought, hey, that'd be a really cool strategy to employ. And it kind of seems to work a little bit. So let's see what this deck is all about. This is a Dimir Midrange build. It has a little bit of descend flavor to it. So let's get into it. The big cog of this deck is Stalactite Stalker. Now, at the beginning of your end step, if you descended this turn, put a +1/+1 counter on Stalactite Stalker. It has Menace. For 2 and a black, we sacrifice it, and target creature gets -X/-X until end of turn, where X is Stalactite Stalker's power. Okay, pretty cool card to have. Really, that's the only card that I think has Descend in this deck, but certainly it is a really powerful cog to have. So let's get into what the rest of this deck looks like. Consider, we surveil 1, draw a card. We can, of course, feed into the Stalker there. Spyglass Siren, whenever it enters the battlefield, create a map token. And, of course, we can dump cards into the library through that, make that bigger. Cut down, because we need a few destroy target creatures with total power, toughness 5 or less. Syncopate, I love Syncopate. It's my favorite counter spell. Counter target spell unless its controller pays X, and if they don't, well, it gets exiled instead of going to the graveyard. We have 2 make disappears. We have 4 suspicious stowaways. We can draw and discard, and then discard it. We can draw a card, discard a card for suspicious stowaway. Of course, that's during day. When it's night, of course, we just simply draw a card, and it can't be blocked. It does not have menace. It just cannot be blocked. Bitter Triumph, because we need some destruction, some spot removal. And also, too, we got some Go for the Throat. And with Bitter Triumph, we have to either discard a card or pay 3 life. Discard a card works really well with the Stalactite Stalker. Go for the Throat, destroy target non-artifact creature. Sheoldred's Edict, of course, makes our opponent sacrifice stuff like either a non-token creature, creature token, or a planeswalker. Tenacious Underdog is, of course, we can play that from our graveyard using its Blitz cost. And basically with Blitz, when it dies, we draw a card, sack it at the beginning of the next end step, and it goes back to the graveyard, which feeds into the Stalactite Stalker. So for a 3/2 drop, not a bad gig. Liliana the Veil, of course, we can discard. We can make target player sack a creature, or we can, go for her ultimate, which is separate all permanents target player controls into 2 piles. That player sacrifices all permanents in the pile of their choice. We are still running Sheoldred the Apocalypse just because we need a high top end card. We're not jamming the deck full of Sheoldreds, but again, whenever you draw a card, you gain 2 life. Whenever an opponent draws a card, they lose 2 life. And of course, we go with the actual Sheoldred. Of course, this is Sheoldred the Apocalypse. This is just regular Sheoldred with Menace, a 4/5. When it enters the battlefield, each opponent sacrifices a non-token creature or planeswalker. We exile Sheoldred for 4 and a black, return it to the battlefield transformed under its owner's control. Activate only as a sorcery and only if an opponent has 8 or more cards in the graveyard. And then, of course, it becomes the True Scriptures for each opponent. Destroy up to 1 target creature or planeswalker that player controls. Its second chapter is, of course, each opponent discards 3 cards, then milds 3 cards. And then the third chapter is put all creature cards from all graveyards onto the battlefield under your control. Exile it, then return it to the battlefield. Face up, and it becomes Sheoldred again. So, yeah, this is the deck as far as the main deck is concerned. As far as land base is concerned, we're running a Restless Reef because we only have 1 copy, 2 Darkslick Shores, 3 Shipwreck Marshes, 2 Underground Rivers, 1 Demolition Field, 1 Field of Ruin because we got to blow up their Cavern of Echoes, I think is called. The one where basically your creatures can't be you pick a creature type and it can't be countered. And of course 2 Merrics is just to pump the board full of stuff. Sideboard, 2 more Considers, 2 more Make Disappears, 3 Terror Tides. I'm curious if I want to run this main board. 2 Shore Ups, 2 Path of Perils, 2 Devious Cover-Ups, and 2 more Syncopates. So this is our deck. This is our, hopefully our new and improved. I'm calling it Dimir Midrange, even though we're only running 23 lands, because, I mean, I think that this deck is a fairly decent aggro build, but also too it does have a lot of mid-range qualities to it. If you're new to my channel, we do a best of 1 and we do a best of 3 just so you can see how the deck functions in either one of those environments. So without further ado, let's get to the Dimir mid-range games, kids. We're against Skrzydlati for our best of 1 matchup, and I think we're gonna keep this one. We have some flexibility here in this particular build. We're gonna take some pain with the Underground River, but I think overall, let's give him something to shoot at with a Stalactite Stalker. I think we give him this. What are we up against? Have fun. Okay, well, we do this. We're gonna do this. We're gonna pay 1. We're gonna surveil and draw a card. As much as I want to build up my... I do need land. I hate to do that, but... it is what it is. I need the land, dagnabbit. The question is, which one do you take out? Ichor Drinker. I've seen this deck before. Of course, there's that. I've seen this deck before. This is a fun one. Where it's kind of like an ORZHOV, like, Fgany kind of build. And Accentry, huh? Alright, well, you can take that. Yeah, take it. I'm just gonna make you sack it, though. There we go. So I get that back, and I get a Sheoldred. How fun are you? This will really give me something to shoot at. I don't have any spot removal at the moment. Do you have a Depopulate? Yeah, you have an Ossification. Alright, I guess that'll have to do for now. And do you have another Ossification? Now you have a Grafted Butcher. Alright, well... that is... and here you might get to see some things in action. So... let's do this. Let's do that. And we'll swing in. Do they block the Tenacious Underdog? Either way, the Stalactite Stalker, I think, gets the +2/+2. Yeah, sure. Block the Underdog. You just feed... either way, it's feeding into the Stalactite Stalker. So now I sack that, draw a card, I descend. Yep, that works. Alright, cool. Oh, wait, do I? No. Oh, wait, how does that work? Oh, it doesn't feed into that. Ah, dagnabbit, I thought it did. Oh, well. Is what it is. Ichor Drinker. How fun are you? And Phyrexian Awakening. Oh, so that means... yeah, I've seen this build before. So, yeah, now they have... why does that not... no, let's do this. Do that. You're gonna have to block something. Yeah, and you'll do that. Alright, that's okay. So does that go back to the graveyard? Okay, that's how it works. Alright, got it. Got it. Alright, cool. So that's how that works. Now what do you have to do to... okay, you're gonna incubate that. That's gonna get massive. That can't be blocked. So we're gonna have to figure some things out with this. We don't have a... oh yeah, that's a 5/5 coming at us. Ouch. That's a 3/3. Alright, cool. We might have to sack the Stalactite Stalker. Oh wow, alright, cool. So here now, we don't have to... Alright, so let's sack this. And that way, that does that. This can come into play. Yeah, I don't think I want to do that quite yet. So now we'll just draw a card. And, yeah, we'll just play that. And we'll put that down. Okay, cool. So now that's kind of bigger, and now that... This can now feed into this. Do they... Okay, they incubate. Okay. And now do they put the butcher down? Oh, Yawgmoth, you're fun. Alright, well there's that. Okay. That's cool. I wonder if we just take the damage. I wonder if we just take the damage. If they swing for 4, we block with the stalactite. That's not a big deal. Okay. Well, that can work. Let's put some pressure on them. That might be too much pressure, actually. Now that I think of it. That may be way too much pressure. I think I got a little bit greedy here. They're gonna have to... They're taking Fatal, so they're gonna have to block something. Okay. That. Okay. Okay. So now... Sure. Let's do this. Let's do that. Wipe their board, I guess. Kinda, sorta. Alright. Oh, Shieldred is fun. I get 2 Shieldreds. That's kinda cool. So now, do I... Do they have enough? Phyrexian Arena. Oh, alright. They don't... They're gonna have to sack this to bring this back. So... That's gonna be a challenge for them. Don't have enough to flip Shieldred, but we do have enough to at least get them to sack that. There we go. Oh, they can't... What? Oh, it's non-token. Dagnabbit. I think we hold this back. Draw a card, discard a card. Yeah, that's... We don't need that. So I think... We've got... I think we've got enough blockers that we can make this happen. Yeah, there were a few that they had to get rid of, so... Ossify... Okay, I think we kill that. Yeah, we're just gonna kill that. And then... That's gonna... No, they gotta put something else down first. Interesting. Okay. They don't have enough to... Okay. I think we have to do... Yeah, we have to do this. Do this. Swing. Because this way they can block... They block that. That goes to the graveyard. Pumps up the Stalactite Stalker. That's unfortunate. What do they do? Okay. Alright, they're gonna gain a life. That's gonna happen. Do they have anything else? Okay. I don't quite get that, but alright, fine. That works. You're dead. Alright, let's go to the best of 3. We're against Blast Beat Industries for our best of 3 matchup. We are on the play. Not the best of keeps, but we have the Stalactite Stalker, so let's see what they're all about. Okay. Part of me wants to put this down. Yeah, let's put this down and see what they do. They don't do anything at the moment. Oh, it's a mirror match? Oh, Deep Cavern Bat. Oh, you're fun. And of course, you're going to take my Lil. That's not going to be a cool thing to do. But, yep, you did. Alright, well, here you go. Boom. We're just going to do this. I don't want to sacrifice that yet. And I don't have to do it as a sorcery either. So I can... Spyglass, you know what, we're gonna do it. Yeah? Sure. Oh, I should have done it. They probably have another one. Well, maybe not. Sheoldred's Edict is interesting. Alright, well, we're gonna go with it. Part of me wants to... let's just see what they've got. Okay, they didn't have anything too big. Now they're just going to play around the Make Disappear. They held up there, so do they have Malcolm? That's the question. Malcolm would be an interesting addition to this deck. Wait, let's try this. We know we're not... They know we're not going to be able to counter anything. Or, what I mean by that is we can counter something, but they'll just pay it. And they're thinking about it. Okay. I don't want to put my Lil down quite yet. Because I have a feeling that would get countered. But do I want... I think I just want to hold up the Make Disappear because... Yeah, Fairy Mastermind... That's alright. We'll kill that. Eh? Okay, I'm gonna kill that. Alright, that works. Now watch, Sheoldred... they wouldn't put a Sheoldred knowing that I've got a Lil. That's the thing. I'm just gonna pass the turn. No Fairy Mastermind? Yep, okay, you do have it. Or you're just gonna do that. Alright, I'm gonna create a token. Oh, Preacher of the Schism is an interesting play. Maybe that's what we're missing in this build. I don't know. But now we actually do have the... Okay, yeah, that is... Oh, we're gonna get milled. That's fun. Okay, they hit a Bitter Triumph. That's alright. I'm just gonna take out their Restless Reef. I don't like getting milled, man. Put that down. And a Lil is okay, I think. Just make them discard a card.
Happy to
We'll
help.
discard the make
You
disappear.
won't be outsmarting me.
Because, I mean, really, what else are we going to do? They get rid of the Dark Side Shores. Okay. Cool. Urtai resurrected. Oh, we get to destroy the Lil. How fun are you? You can draw a card.
Fine. I know when
And
I'm
you're
not
gonna
wanted.
get cut down. So, hey, how about that? Bye. And now we're in top deck mode. The tenacious underdog. To do that. Do that. Alright. Well, that's fun. Let's try it. They'll probably get countered. Yep. Here it comes to make disappear. Or a disdainful stroke. Yeah, make disappear. Yep. Okay. That's about right. And we're not going to be able to counter that, so we're going to decline. But at least we're going to push some damage across. And they'll draw a card from the Waterfront District. I'm going to talk about tap lands that really didn't do much. I mean, if it gives you some card advantage, then so be it. Okay, Spyglass Siren. Alright. Interesting that they would attack. Sure. Alright, yep. Well, that's a problem. Do you have another shit? Do you have another counter? No. That you don't. Let's just put pressure. I like the idea of pressure. Now, of course, they will destroy the Shieldred. That's just dumb on my part. But we push across some toxic damage. They've drawn the card. They'll kill the Shieldred. And... oh no. Yeah, they'll kill the Shieldred. Okay. Yeah, that's alright. Of course he didn't hit a land. He hit a subterranean schooner. Okay. And we hit a... we hit that. And we might as well. And now they've got to be a little bit concerned about toxic damage. Or not. They just don't care. Sorry, we gain a card out of this. Oof. Rough. Alright, well. Okay, a Deep Cavern Bat. Good job. You're not going to hit anything. They'll gain life. Get us down to 4. I don't think we're getting past this. Rough. Not good. Alright, let's go to the next match. I think we're going to swap in a Terror Tide. Yeah, I think Terror Tide is probably the way to go. Put 2 of those in. Oh, we do have a Spyglass Siren. I didn't think we were running those. Okay, well, let's go with take out this, take out that. And just 2 Terror Tides might help here. At least get us some mass removal. Well, I think we keep this. And the reason is we can get rid of some stuff early. And we can hopefully just keep there. Okay, that helps. I think we just hold up the Syncopate and or the Bitter Triumph. We'll see what they do, though. Okay. What are you gonna do? Alright. I wanna try at least get the Lil down. I don't think it's gonna stick, but oh, hey.
A fight? And you think you can win?
They'll destroy.
We all have things
I think we
rather-
get rid of the... Whoa, what do we get rid of here? I think we get rid of the... No, get rid of the Syncopate. They'll they didn't destroy the Bitter Triumph? Okay. They'll go down Fairy Mastermind. Alright. That works. Let's swing at my low. Yep. Okay. Yeah, we gave him a target. That's pretty okay.
Do not touch me again.
Well. Let's get this down. I think actually we pay 3 life just to destroy that, but I don't think that'll stick. I think we just screwed ourselves pretty badly there. So they'll counter it. No? Really? Discard a card. Tidebinder. Yep, that's not gonna fly. So basically that now does not function. I can't do anything with the low, and it just dies anyways. So, okay, cool. This is a salty version of Dimir. No blocks. You can have my low. Okay.
Fine. I'll take my zombies and leave.
Yeah, I just haven't hit any of my haven't hit any of the quote unquote the nuts, so to speak. Alright. I'm really not liking our chances at the moment. Because again, nickeling and diming them is definitely a risky proposition here, so... And we haven't... We took out our Consider. Otherworldly Gaze might not be a bad one to do. The deck that I saw played was running... Delver of Secrets, which I thought was an interesting addition. Cutdown is pretty... Yeah, I think it's gonna get negated. Yep. Airtie Resurrected. Yeah. Yeah, that's gonna be an issue. So, at least get to draw a card. I probably was a bit too... No, because I just drew 2 land. That's alright. Alright, so I'm going to say good game, and we'll go to the post-game analysis. So we completely botched that best of 3. Really just didn't read the room very well. When they explored that go for the throat, I should have just held on to that Shielder. That was just a terrible play on my part. And yeah, that's what happens. And we didn't draw into Spyglass. We didn't draw into a lot of our early threats, which would have fed into the Stalactite Stalker, make it big. So, you know, that best of 3 just really, I debated keeping that, but at the same time, it's one of those things where it's like, you know, I want to show that if you don't play the deck right, it definitely does not work. So it seems kind of, I don't know, obvious, but sometimes we need reminders of that. So overall, though, I think this is a pretty solid build. It's got some nice spot removal. It's got some, you know, it's got some fun quirks to it, and I think the high-end Shieldreds do work very well in this deck. I think it is an improvement over my last build. I know the record doesn't show that, but I think in the best of 1 that you saw, it definitely comes through. So if you like what you saw, leave a like, leave a subscribe, and as always, my magic miscreants, may you always be on the play, and may all your spells hit the board. Risen Dragon is out. Enjoy the rest of your Wednesday.